Good morning, children. So today we are going to discuss the topic of capacitor. So before discussing the capacitor, I want to introduce there are two more terms. First is dielectric. Have you heard this term dielectric? Dielectric. Dielectric means basically we said a non-conducting material. Like this, there is a non-conducting material, we can say that. But when it is placed in an external electric field, like this way there is an external electric field, we can say that there is a positive charge plate and there is a negative charge plate, and we know that there is a electric field is existing. Like this way there is electric field is existing between these two plates from positive to negative. So if I am keeping a dielectric in between these plates, we can say that there is equal and opposite charges are inducing on either face of this dielectric. So this way, when a dielectric slab is introducing between the electric field, on opposite faces, equal and opposite charges are inducing on it. So along with this, we have to discuss one more topic, that is known as electric polarization. Let us see what is meant by electric polarization. That is also relating to this topic dielectric only. Let us see what is electric polarization. So we are discussing the topic of polarization. Let us see what is meant by polarization. So we are considering the case of a we can say that there is a uniform electric field, there is a positive plate and there is a negative plate. And we are introducing a dielectric slab. We are introducing a dielectric slab between these uniform electric field. Like this, there is a dielectric slab is introducing between this plate. And you can observe that there is a equal and opposite charges are inducing on either face of this dielectric. This phenomenon of inducing equal and opposite charges on either face of this dielectric is known as electric polarization, we can say that. This phenomenon is known as electric polarization, we can say. I said about this topic because we are going to discuss this topic along with this term capacitor. So our actual topic what we are going to discuss is a capacitor only. So let us see what is this capacitor. Here one more term I want to say that. You know that when only electric field is what is electric field is existing between this, that is we can say that E0. E0 is the actual electric field is existing between this. E0 is equal to what is that sigma by epsilon 0, we can say that. Whenever positive plate and negative plate is a electric field is existing, E0 is equal to sigma by epsilon 0. Here I said when a dielectric slab is introducing, there is a polarization is taking place. Because of this polarization, there is an additional electric field is set up. We call this electric field as a polarized electric field, we can say, or we can representing as a EP, we can say EP. So EP is given by, we can say that EP is equal to sigma p by epsilon 0, we can say. Because positive charges and negative charges are inducing, we can representing this is as sigma plus sigma and here as minus sigma. So here it is a sigma p and minus sigma p, we can say. So sigma p is the surface charge density is producing on either side of this dielectric, we can say. So EP is equal to sigma p by epsilon 0. You can observe that the external electric field is along positive x direction and induced electric field is along negative x direction. So the net electric field, we can say that E is our net electric field. The net electric field is E0 minus EP, we can say. This is the case of net electric field, we can say. So the net electric field is E is equal to E0 means we know sigma by epsilon 0. We can see that sigma by epsilon 0 minus sigma p by epsilon 0, we can see that. So our reduced value of electric field is sigma minus sigma p by epsilon 0, we can say it. So you can see that the reduced value of electric field, E means reduced value of electric field. The reduced value of electric field is given by sigma minus sigma p by epsilon 0. So our actual electric field E0 only, E0 is equal to sigma by epsilon 0 After inserting a dielectric slab between the two plates, our electric field becomes a sigma minus sigma p by epsilon 0, we can say. That means when an electric dielectric is introducing between the plates of between the two plates, we can say that electric field between the plate will be decreases. Electric field will be decreases, and the electric field is known as the reduced value of electric field, that is given by sigma minus sigma p by epsilon 0, we can say. So electric field between the two plates will be decreases, we can say. So along with this, I have to discuss another topic as capacitor and capacitance. Let us see what is capacitance or a capacitor. So we are discussing the topic as a capacitor. Have you seen capacitor? Have you seen capacitor? You can see that these are capacitors. You can observe that. Have you seen that? This is a capacitor, you can say, or this is another type of a capacitor, you can say. This type of a capacitor, you have seen that. Have you seen this type of a capacitor? Of course, this is we are using in the case of a fan. This type of a capacitor we are using in a fan. You can see that cylindrical capacitor. This is we are using in a fan, we can say. What is the use of that capacitor we will discuss later. Now we will understand about this capacitor. Capacitance means it is the measure of ability of a conductor to store the charge. How much charge can be stored on a conductor? That measure of ability to store the charge is represented in terms of we can say that capacitance, or we can say that capacity, we can say. So capacitance or capacity means it is a measure of ability to store the charge, that is known as capacitance or capacity, we can say that. So here we can see that this is the ability to store the charge. That means the charge stored on a conductor is directly proportional to the potential. Charge is directly proportional to the potential. So charge is directly proportional to the potential means we can say that if you are removing proportionality sign, we can say Q is equal to CV, we can say. Where this constant is known as the C, that is known as the capacitance of a conductor, we can say. Ability to store the charge. So Q is equal to CV, or C is equal to, we can say that Q by V. So this is the expression for the capacitance of a capacitor, we can say C is equal to Q by V, we can say. And the devices which is used for storing the charge is known as capacitor. This is a case of a capacitor, we can say. Actually this is an electrolytic capacitor only, because it is having polarity. You can see that one lead is a longer and another is a smaller. The smaller lead is a negative and the longer lead is positive. So this is an electrolytic capacitor. This orange color is representing electrolytic capacitor, and this one is negative polarity and this is having positive polarity, we can say. So these devices which are storing the charges are known as a capacitor. So C is capacitance, so C is equal to Q by V. Can you say what is the SI unit of this capacitance? SI unit. We know what is the SI unit of charge. What is the SI unit of charge? Coulomb. And what is the SI unit of potential? It is volt. We can say volt. So Coulomb per volt. Coulomb per volt is also we are representing in terms of Farad, represented by capital letter F, we can say Farad. So C by means Coulomb per volt. Coulomb per volt is also known as Farad. So SI unit of capacitance is considered as a Farad. It is represented as a F, we can say. So this is the case of a, we can understand the case of a capacitance, we can say that. Here, along with this, we can discuss what is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, we can say. The symbol of a capacitor is this is the way only we are representing the symbol of a capacitor. You can see that there are two parallel plates. This is the symbol of a capacitor, we can say. If there is a variable capacitor, this is the symbol of a variable capacitor, you can say. This only we are representing the symbol of a variable capacitor, we can say. So this way we can understand about this term capacitance. Along with this, we have to understand what is the principle of a parallel plate capacitor, we can say. Let us see what is the principle of a parallel plate capacitor. So when we are considering the case of a capacitor, suppose there are two plates, two conductor we are considering. Conductor A, we are discussing the case of principle of a capacitor. Principle of a capacitor. Principle of parallel plate capacitor. This only we are discussing. So we are having a two conductor. I named this conductor as A and B. We can say this conductor A is a positively charged plate. Like we say, this conductor A is a positively charged plate. Initially, this conductor B is uncharged. There is no charge on this plate. But you know that by the method of induction, you can see that by the method of induction, after some time, what will happen? This conductor A is a positively charged plate only. But after some time, this plate B is also getting charged by the method of induction. The near side of this plate is getting negative charge, you can say. Like I said, near side is getting negative charge. The far side is getting positive charge, you can say, by the method of induction. You see that when we are considering the case of plate B, positive charge and negative charge is there. You know that this effect of negative charge will decrease the potential on this plate A. Same way this positive charge on this plate B increases the effect of potential on this plate A. But you can observe that which charges are more closer? Which charges are more closer? Negative charges are more closer to this plate A. So the effect of decreasing the potential is more than increasing potential. So we can say that because of the effect of this negative potential of this plate B, the potential of the plate A is decreases. But in order to maintain the same potential on this plate A, there are more and more charges are depositing on this plate A. That means more charges are storing on this plate A. That is only we call it as a capacitance. Ability to store charge. That property is known as capacitance. So here, because of presence of this negative charge, potential of this plate A is decreases, but it is having tendency to, in order to maintain the same potential, it is having tendency to storing more and more positive charge. That means the ability to store the charge is increasing, you can see. Suppose one more situation we can consider. This is the same way plate A and plate B we can say that. Plate A and plate B. A is positively charged as we discussed earlier. And now we are seeing that plate B is earth. It is grounded. Like this plate B is grounded. That means only negative charges are present on this plate B. You see that only negative charges are present on this plate B. That means effect of potential on the plate A is further decreased. In order to maintain the same potential, more and more charges are depositing on this plate A. We can say it like this way. So we have to say that ability to store the more and more charges is increases. That is, we call it as a capacitance. It is the ability of a conductor to store more charge. That is known as a capacitance, we can say. So this is a basic principle of a parallel plate capacitor, we can say. So if there is a presence of a negatively charged plate, the ability to store the charge on the other plate, first plate will be increases. That is known as a capacitance, and this is the basic principle of a parallel plate capacitor, we can say that.